Sex crazed workers at VA hospital in Tennessee had a 12-person orgy.
Yeah, that was at Hobbs Hospital. That's what they were doing.
I'm
He
about
was
to say,
directing traffic.
I'm
Hey
about to
man,
say,
go ahead, man. Go ahead. This was
That's
for
why
you,
the
This
that's
was
why
for
the
you. Go
healthcare is
ahead.
so bad there.
I'm
They
about to say,
fucking.
why wasn't mine like this, man? You know, should be some kind of consolation prize for that fucked up healthcare. But you know, I mean, the only thing they good for is cough syrup. No, it depends on where you at, man. I found that Pittsburgh, no, PA had I forget where it was. PA had a great VA, and Youngstown, believe it or not, over there on the north side, excellent VA, excellent. I had a physician's assistant over there who took good care of me. Everybody over there took good care of me. But I just think, man, the VA already has a bad rep. You know what I mean?
Mm.
A lot of that shit is self inflicted. You know what I'm saying? And for some people to do this kind of shit, like, come on, man. One of the dudes slept with 32 women, and they all bragged
Yeah,
about the shit. And they had a 12-person orgy. These people don't sound like employees that has the care of the veterans, at the forefront of their mind.
you think?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're trying to go. That's the club.
That's the
The VA
club.
is the club. I
Y'all
mean, they
fucking
said,
like that at the VA.
yeah, a hospital. They already talk about folks who work at the hospital, man. But mind you, this is different. This is a veterans hospital. This is a
Right,
specific hospital, and
right.
they say like people who work in that type of field, and also like warehouse workers. It's like, dude, if your girl work in any of these fields, she cheating on you.
Yeah.
Especially if she working third shift. Yeah.
Third shift, she bending it over.
Mm, yeah.
She bending it
She
over.
busting it open for a real one.
Busting it open for real.
But here it sounds like they
Goodness
busting it
gracious.
open on every shift.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
like,
bet
man,
that was,
dude, and he done knocked all these girls off
yeah.
and like, walking around like hell yeah. At her.
Yep.
Oh yeah, old girl on the third floor, old girl on the seventh floor. I had all of them, man. I knocked them all down. But
He probably Puerto Rican.
why?
Them the only cats, man, that get ass like that.
That was
Yo,
so random.
back home it was this cat man named Cello. This cat man, shout out to the homie. Every time it was a
I
fine ass
we
band.
we know him, man.
See, that cat is a legend.
You don't, man. You don't scream names, man.
My
Everybody
bad.
know who that is.
Shout out to the homie. That cat. I heard that cat name growing up.
Oh,
Every time it was a fine chick back home, every fucking time, man, Puerto Rican
uh-huh.
or otherwise, cello. I was like, fuck. I'm trying to get to him before he get to him, man. That cat is a legend. But that's what I'm saying. He probably Puerto Rican or black, man. Probably Puerto Rican or black. Look, when she's, I'm like Lisa, brother.
Yeah, bruh. See, and she screaming names. She co-signing. God dang,
You gotta say that name.
man.
I know we ain't supposed to do that, but that cat was a legend, man. I'm trying to give him his props, man. Every fucking time since I was like 13, man. Every time it was a fine band. And I met that cat one time. Smooth motherfucking legend, man. I'm telling you. He probably work here. He probably work here. I'm telling you. I don't know where this at. But he
Had to shake his hand.
work. I ain't shake his hand now. It's half a Youngstown.
When you said his name, I was like, "Oh my god, bro! I know, I know, dude." It's like I know.
That's the point. We all do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one other one, but I know you ain't comfortable with the name, so I'm gonna do that because you probably know this motherfucker too.
Of course.
But goddamn, I'm just saying though. But the lighthearted jokes aside and shit, the I don't know if you guys saw, but I guess some asshole from The Economist wrote an article. It's been making its rounds on social media about whoever wrote this article about veterans benefits,
Mhm.
saying that veterans get way too many benefits or some shit like that. And I'm like, you clearly don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I think this person isn't even American. You know, you got other veterans right now are worried about Trump's pick for the comp and pen side of the game. I guess the dude on a care side of it is a pretty decent dude. He's a naval veteran himself. And there was some other things I was listening, and they said that Trump actually did as far as protection of whistleblowers with the VA and something else that was pretty good. But I'm saying with all the negative things going on, man, and this shit been going on for years. I mean, Walter Reed, people were talking bad about Walter Reed, and I had
Mhm.
no issue with that place when I was there. Or the Malone House, but people were like, yeah, it's got this and mold and all this other shit. My point is, man, you know, these institutions have a bad rep, and they're there to specifically take care of people who made a certain sacrifice. And it's bad enough that within that system, veterans like myself already have to deal with gatekeepers, right?
Yep.
I had a officer. This was just when I was in the military. At the time they were given payouts if you were severely injured. They were giving percentages of your insurance to you, cash. But you had to meet certain criteria. And I met it, and he was just like, "Well, you meet all the criteria, but just make sure you don't tell the other guys. We wouldn't want a bunch of people running up to get this." And I looked at this dude. You know, when I left the military, you guys know what happened to me. When I was out processing, the guy said, "Yeah, we looked over your file. We got you rated at 20%." I said, "What?" He said,
Uh,
"Yeah, everything is 20%. So just go ahead and sign right here." I said, "Yeah, I'll deal with this shit when I get home. I'm not signing that." The day after I got home, I got a call early that morning from DC, from Walter Reed. And they said, "Look, right now we got you at about 60%. I mean, we ain't finished tallying up everything. But yeah, so we thought you were going to be retired. We knew from what your injuries were that you were going to be retired. So it's all a game. And my point is, man, like healthcare for the average citizen is so costly and expensive. I got ready to complain one day because my shit went up from $12 to $28, and now it's at $30. And somebody next to me, they was like, "Yeah, your copay is $500." I said, "Shit, let me pay this
oof.
bill." You know what I
Ooh.
mean?
Yeah, man.
I just looked
Yeah.
at. I got ready to just complain about the little $188 that the hospital wanted me to pay, and then I looked at TRICARE paid over 100 some thousand for me, so again, another point that I'm trying to make while I'm being long winded is that VA is some of the only health care that a lot of these guys have, good or bad. You know what I mean? It's some of the
Yep.
only health care that they have. It's some of the only mental health care that they can get. And to have people go in there and be irresponsible like this and do shit that they should be doing in their homes, man, it it confirms um bullshit that people already have in their head about the system, that you got people in there that don't take it serious. And so why is it even around? They you got people saying they want to get rid of it instead of even reform the shit. So that's my spiel, man. I'm sorry for being long winded.
You got it. Oh man, what you got?
Nah, this fucking sauce hit it, right on the head. Um, yeah, I got none for this, man. All I could think about was, how horror some of these women were in the military, and then they
Yeah.
come out, get a job at the VA, and keep it
Oh,
going.
oh.
He ain't lying. Yo,
I want third shift. No, we got days. Third.
listen.
I said third.
Wait a minute,
Third.
you a veteran and a nurse? Oh, that pussy
Ooh.
bone the fuck out.
Man, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, man. Over in Iraq, man, where my housing, I remember waking up, it was rats crawling. It was so normal. We was like, "Oh, it's just the rats." It was bullet holes in the walls and shit where we was at. We had mattresses. We was thankful for that with sleeping bags. And then you would notice like some of these female medics, These motherfuckers had little AC tents and shit, and you see First Sergeant going up in there, and a few other motherfuckers, and that's how they was getting over.
Mhm.
They
Oh,
was
there's
getting,
some
like you
whores in
said, they was
healthcare.
busting it open for a high ranking nigga.
See,
Mhm.
see?
It's some
Hey,
horrors, man. You know, go ahead.
we're, you remember that big scandal with the Eagle cash cards? Them chicks was selling pussy, and
Yes.
Cash was transferring money on. So they have like a credit card that you use at like the PX, and not a credit. It's like a debit card, but like you can transfer money between people.
Yep.
And these chicks was coming home from deployment buying Corvettes and shit cash, just
So
off
military
busting
cash
it
app.
open. Yeah,
Big bro. There was a
Damn,
story. There was a
damn.
there was a story of a medic, a captain, I think she was, or a lieutenant. They said she had the lower ranking, and the lower ranking, not like she was making them, but the lower ranking girls, they was selling that thing over over in the Middle East. You know, motherfucker, you happy to have some near beer. If you could jump on some ugly pussy, you happy. So they making their
Desert
money over
Island.
there. Cats. Hey, I got a cough. I need to go. I need to go. The sick call. Motherfucker come out legs wobbly to the motherfucker. Said they was making like 200,000 a month. Come on with it.
God dang. Yeah, man. That's
Whores.
we're done. We're done. I like that one. We done. I love it. I ain't got nothing on top of that shit. I'm done.
Big bro, like, damn, this nigga can talk.
He said horse. That's it. That's
Whores.
certified. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man. What's this one, man?